Hey, hello, welcome back to the channel. Today we're playing a game called Hellsplit Arena, which of course is super family friendly. So we're gonna have to learn some things as we play. So yeah, there's gonna be a zombie apocalypse, but more importantly, we're gonna learn how to drive. It's gonna be a ton of fun. If you don't know how to drive, well, you're about to actually learn. We're legit going to learn. I have a car, and if you do know how to drive, well, then I'm sure this will be a refresher, right? It won't be anything you don't know. Wink. Anyway, sit back, relax, and let's get family friendly. Look at the beautiful Unreal Engine city we're in. The lighting just always looks so great. So great. And before we get started, I need to get one thing out of my system. I've been literally waiting all day to do this, so just go ahead and set that off. Yep. So any minute now, you're going to learn how to drive. That's a yield sign, so we'll go over yield signs. It's a lamppost. We'll go over everything after a quick word from our sponsors. As long as it's... Come on, sponsor... oh, hang on. That was definitely the sponsor light. There it is. There's our sponsor, the Apocalypse. Okay, good. So that happened. Oh, man. Whoa. All right, it wasn't me. So, now that we've cleared all the citizens and it's safe, let's learn to drive. I have a really nice car that's not going to be your first car. Your first car is going to be like, I don't know, some rust bucket. Now, one of the most important rules about driving is wearing the appropriate attire. I have driving gloves on, and I also have a weeb samurai sword, as well as a gun. You want to make sure you have a gun if you're going to go out. And let's not forget, this is the apocalypse, so I have the Doom Crucible, just in case things get a little, too hairy. Ugh. And these guys get uppity, like him. I had a sense he was getting uppity. You too? Get something to say? You want to learn how to drive? No mark of death? Okay. Okay. So now that we've gone on and just anime sliced a whole bunch of people, we're going to leave that. Actually, we're going to put it on the side because I don't want any... Are you still... This is why you bring the gun. See? That guy was getting really uppity. All right, well, that happened. So now it's time to actually... learn the rules of driving. Now, usually, before you get in the car, if this is like a driving test for you, they're going to do some stupid things and tell you things that no one does in their lifetime. But they're like, number one, check the tire pressure, and you can poke the tire. And who does this? Before you drive, let's say you want to go to Taco Bell, you're going to do this every single time. You're going to check this one. You're not going to check this one, okay? So just make sure there's air in the damn tires. The tires have air. You'll know the tire doesn't have air if it explodes when you're driving and you fly off a cliff and there's just an enormous explosion. That's how you know there's not enough, air in your tires. But this is obviously the trunk. This is your hood. You can pop sit hood, and all the mechanical stuff to make the car go is underneath there. You don't need to worry about that. There's people that get paid to worry about that. So here's what you do. First step is get in the vehicle. You could kick the vehicle, but I don't know why you would want to do that. It costs a lot of money. Take your hand, grab the door handle, and open it. Once it's open, you want to slap the top of the roof and do a very smooth get into the car transition. Great. Now that we're in the car, we want to make sure it's nice and safe. So we're going to close the car. You can lock it if you're into that one. Now, here's what you want to do. You need to check your mirrors first. The car is in park. This is the steering wheel. We know that gas pedals are right there. Make sure the wheels are straight. Don't keep them turned. If you turn it like this, it's going to turn the wheels. Don't do that. Make sure it's nice and straight. So you can't adjust the mirrors in this game. Well, I don't know what to tell you, but you want to make sure that this is kind of pointed back there so you can see through your rear view and halfway into your blind spot. Don't point it at your stupid face. Don't point it at your friend. Don't point it at your dog. Point it semi back there so you can see. Just so if you're doing a quick, like who's behind me, you can see that. Now, next thing is your mirror. You have mirror right and mirror left. Oh, is that a window? I didn't know the window goes down. That is sick. Oh, I'm getting distracted. So let's start with the driver side mirror. You want to make sure that's kind of like eye level and pointed a little bit behind you and slightly this way and angled a little bit up. That way, you can see the cars approaching you from your left. There will also be blind spots. We'll go over. Now with the right one, same thing. You want to angle it up and obviously at the right side a little bit to there. Now, the car is going to have a blind spot, which is almost like, I don't know, 12 degrees. So take a look. So I can't see in the reflection, but say I did look in the reflection, I'd be like, oh, am I good to merge? And then you merge and then you get T-boned. No. You need to check your blind spots before you merge. And we're going to go over all that, but I just want you to know, adjust the mirrors. Good. Then, of course, seatbelt. Click. You should probably do your seatbelt first, otherwise you'll fail your road test. Get in the car, seatbelt immediately, otherwise instant fail. Then check your mirrors. Don't turn the car on, another instant fail. Seatbelt, make sure your passengers are seatbelt. You lose points. Did you know that? The instructors sometimes get in the vehicle and they don't seatbelt up because they want to instant fail you. Because they're, I don't know, they're pieces of shit. But you look at them, so you secure yourself, and then you look at your passengers, be like, excuse me, sir or madam or otherkin, can you please put your seatbelt on? Thank you very much. Because apparently, if you're driving and a cop pulls you over, and they see that your passenger doesn't have a seatbelt on, and then they're in the front seat, back seat, fuck them, but they're in the front seat, they can give you a ticket, and you look at your friend like, dude, fuck you, you're paying for that ticket. And then they're like, all right, but, so keep that in mind. Okay, he's buckled, your mirrors are checked, now you can go ahead and turn your car on. My car's already on because it's a game, but pretend this is the on button. Oh, it's on, look at that. Now here's what you're gonna do. Before you pull out, or anything like that, why my pointers... Before you pull out, you want to check around you. We want to make sure it's safe to go. All right? Safe to go. Your foot is on the brake. You want to put the car in drive. So you grab your little knob thing. We're just going to leave it as knob thing. And you put it in drive. So now it's in drive. The car will idle. And idling means that it will just do its thing. It'll go without you hitting the gas, especially if you're like on a hill. So maintain proper speeds. That's the big thing. You always want to be safe. And when you're actually driving, there's a concept called aim high in steering. And what does that mean? So aiming high, which don't look at the hood of your car. You know the hood of your car is always there. You want to aim high. So you see kind of that building up ahead? I'm aiming high. So I'm aiming at like that stone thing right over there. And that means aim high. So that way you have a nice view. You can see that. Your peripheral can see all those things. Now, when you're driving, you'll notice there's a lot around you, right? There's a sidewalk. There's a street. Usually there's other cars, so there wasn't an apocalypse. But this is very important right here. This here is a spot where someone can come from. You'll notice that there's no traffic light. There's no stop sign. There is a yield sign, which I guess now is a great time to go over. Let's get out of the car. Now, obviously, you won't leave your car in the middle of the highway, but I'm allowed to because it's my video and fuck you. So if we go over here, you'll notice that this is a yield sign. It is an upside down triangle. It's white with a red outline. It's really cool. It's like 8 feet tall, so you can't miss it. So if you were driving and you saw this yield sign and you're that driver, this driver's obligation is to yield, literally yield to the right of way. And that car has the right of way because they're going straight with no traffic light and no stop sign and also no yield sign to tell them otherwise. So this driver's job, pretend I'm in a car, is to go right here, stop. They must stop because they have a yield sign. So that's the blind spot. We're in America, so cars come from the left. I don't know what you do in all those other countries, but this is actually Russia. Okay. I'm teaching you U.S. rules. So the driver goes dun, 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 dun. They see you coming. They come to a full and complete stop. They have a yield sign, which means they yield to the right of way. There's you coming, so you'll drive by. Mention this is you. Ready? You drove by and you're well on your way. This person looks at their blind spot. They make sure there's no cars, pedestrians, or bicycles coming. They look to the right because children can run in front of your car. So don't just look left. Don't just look in the way where things can come. Assume there's more stuff. So they look, and then they ease in, and they turn, and then they go. Right? Okay, so that's yielding. Now, sometimes you might have one of these renegade pedestrians in the street there. You have the right of way because you're like, I'm driving, I have the right of way, I need to get to where I'm going. And this person breaks the law. They're a pedestrian. Pedestrians have a lot of weird laws. Like, the rule with pedestrians is you're not allowed to jaywalk, right? But no cop is going to stop someone from jaywalking unless they have no friends. So be careful of the no friends cop. But the rule with pedestrian and you're the driver, number one rule is literally don't hit them. Like, you could be driving in a busy intersection and someone jumps in front of you, and if you don't have a dash cam and you hit them, well, it's your fault. Unfortunately, you see that? He was illegally crossing the street, and yes, we hit him. He's okay. We hit him, but that's technically going to be not his fault. It's going to be my fault for hitting a pedestrian, even though he's doing stupid pedestrian things. But anyway, on to normal driving stuff. So as we're going here, you want to keep your hands in proper position. Don't leave them off the wheel. Don't grab here and be cool. So there's 2 ways of doing it for the most part. If you're a little bit older, you'll remember the 10 and 2 position. Think of this as a clock. This is noon, this is 6 p.m., this is 9, and this is 3 o'clock, right? So right above it is 10, and 2. So you keep your hands at 10 and 2. This to me is the most comfortable position. This is how I was originally taught to drive. But apparently there's 9 and 3, which is uncomfortable. If you drive at 9, I want to know, if you guys are already driving, if you're driving at 9 and 3, you're probably a serial killer. So I would put you immediately on a government watch list. But if you drive 9 and 3, just let me know. Normal people drive at 10 and 2. But anyway, so we're driving along, we're at 10 and 2, we're looking around, always looking around. Looks like we hit a dead end. I have no brakes in this one, so this is going to be hard to do, but you want to ease into it. Ease into it. Your brake is the left pedal on an automatic car, and then your right foot is the driving pedal. Also, let's say we're stuck here, and we want to turn around. We want to throw the car in reverse. So you do that, you grab here, and you pull it backwards and put it in reverse. You'll see it on the little shifter. Now, before you actually... You don't just hit floor it and go backwards. You need to see where you're going. So you keep your hands on the steering wheel. Check your blind spot. Okay, nice and clear. Check both blind spots. You want to make sure there's a little Billy not driving behind you. Then we cut the wheel and we back up. We're going to do a 3-point turn, put it into drive, and here we go. That's it, called a 3-point turn. Isn't that fantastic? We are learning to drive on a family-friendly VR channel that is a professional murderer. Who would have thought? Now let's turn left. You want to make sure you turn in the outermost lane, because most of the time the left-hand side in the US is oncoming traffic. Right-hand side is traffic going forward. And don't shift lanes. You want to keep straight like this. Nice and gentle. You let the car kind of guide you. Don't be like, oh man, I really hope I'm driving. Like when you see shows and they're like, characters like, oh, drive. That's not how you drive. You keep the wheel straight. You know, this is an automatic car. We don't have to worry about shifting gears. We're just doing our thing here. Nice and easy on the throttle, like this one. Oh, look, a yield sign. Class, what do? We come to a slow and complete stop. This is not going to let me do it, but slow and complete stop. We look both ways, and then we can go ahead and proceed. You know, there was no one coming, so we want to make sure you observe the rules of the road. Don't do anything stupid, but no one else is around, no cops. Floor it. Look how fast we're going, and we're going to make a really sharp turn fast. You'll notice here, this is, you know, video game physics, so we're already off the road. You don't want to drift. Drifting is death. But sometimes you just got to go for it. You just got to go for the joyride, class. Every part of you got to go for that joy. I just shot myself. So we shot ourselves in the head while driving. I'm not going to teach you how to do drive-bys. Just keep in mind, you don't want to be distracted while you're driving, so playing around on your phone, shooting your gun from the driver's seat. That's called distracted driving. You don't want to be someone that's distracted. You'll either shoot yourself, shoot someone else, or cause another apocalypse. So be very careful. But I think now let's talk about proper parking. That's going to be important. But before we do that, let's just have a quick, you know, zombie break. This is an apocalypse. Every now and then we have to go find a zombie like this guy and just give him a, okay, zombie, you done? You get zombified? As long as he looks kind of zombified, so I think we're good. We got him. Just do a quick punch. All right, no more zombies. Good, we're okay. Now, of course, there's a ton of rules for parking. You want to make sure you park between the lines. Don't park in, you know, red spaces. Don't park in handicap spaces unless you have a placard and you actually need it. So don't do any of that. You'll have a massive fine. You'll get your car towed, all that fun stuff. But what a lot of people do is they have the seagull brain, so they will legit see an entire parking lot like this. Look at this whole parking lot. They will see the one car parked there, and for some reason, their single cell organism brain tells them to do one of these things. So like, yup, parking right here. This is perfect. And then they'll be like, yep, okay, open the door and ready to go to the doctor's appointment. And they'll slam their car door into yours. But anyway, so you park between the lines. Kind of like, there's no lines. Pretend there's lines. Kind of like this one. That's how normal people park for whatever reason. But if you're in a parking lot, you can park almost wherever you want between the lines. Don't park on the line. Don't park over and take 2 spaces. Don't be a douche. Don't have a massive truck, the child killers, that they go through the neighborhood just running over kids because they can't see them. Don't get one of those. Get a normal sedan. No one will like you if you have a truck. I'm serious. No one will like you. They'll call you to help them move, but they still won't like you. Get up on out of here with my... The graphics are so good, man. It's just so good. Dude, can you get away from my car? Thank you. All right, let's say you're driving around. You've had a long day. You live in a city, and it's unfortunately time to park. Now, there's a lot of rules for parking in the city. There's street parking. You also have like garage parking. But let's just say you're a low-level chump. Unfortunately, you got to park on the street. And more often than not, you're going to learn to parallel park. So that's what I'm going to teach you right now, is parallel parking. Now, you will have to give me some grace because obviously this is a VR game and I'm not driving a real car. I have 2 controllers, but I have set up for you guys the perfect scenario right here. Now, you will never get the scenario in your real life. You will just be driving around for all eternity, or you'll have a really tight spot. But I'm going to show you a foolproof formula. This is a real formula. I'm serious. Do not mess this up. But we're going to start with the front car and my right-hand side mirror. We're going to go mirror to mirror. So hang on, let me attempt to get this right. Mirror to mirror. Throw it in park. Like, come on, game. Thank you. Now we got to go back just a tiny bit. Little bit. More. You're good. You're good. Come on, game. Okay, so I think this is probably as close to mirror I'm going to be able to get right now. Okay, we're good. We're in position. The first thing you need to do, obviously, keep your foot on the brake, is you need to throw this in reverse. But remember, before you do so, the first thing you do is check your mirrors, then check your blind spot. Check my blind spot 1, blind spot 2. So in normal traffic, you're going to have cars whizzing past you left and right. So now we're going to use the formula, which is called gear, signal, look. That's your first formula. So gear means reverse. So we throw it in reverse. Gear. Now, signal is you're going to turn your signal on. So this one here, we're going to turn like our right signal on to tell everyone that we're parking. And then look. We already looked, but we'll look again. So gear, signal, which is usually over here. Then look and no one's coming. Great. Now, here's the formula. Remember, the steering wheel is going to be at your 12 o'clock. You're going to turn it over like this until it's at 9 o'clock while gently backing up. Now, like I said, this is VR, so please give me some grace as I do this one. But we're going to go ahead and carefully back up. Hand here, and then carefully turn it like so. Just like this. We're backing up. Then we need to recut the wheel like this one. And look at that. Look at that perfect parallel. Okay, listen. It's VR. Don't yell at me. That would have been perfect. I'm not doing it again. Okay, crash into him. Okay, all right. And that's how. Perfect. That's exactly what I needed to happen. Great tutorial. So yeah, that's how you that's how you properly parallel park. Trust me on that one. It was a flawless job. All right, let's try something else. We need to drive a really cool buggy. Let's just select buggy, and there it is. So this is it. Buggies are a little bit different. You know, there's a roll cage, there's no doors. Gotta be careful. Let's go ahead and get in. Wow, my head sticks right up. I would get decapitated. Normally you want to fit in there, but I guess I'm too tall. So, go ahead and throw this one in drive and let the driving commence. There should be some other angry people that I'm sure we'll find along the way. Trust me, I'm more than confident. But while I have some time here, I want to show you how gently my hands are gliding around this one. You could do one-hand driving if you feel so confident. When you want to make a turn, you want to ease into the turns. You know, if you turn too quickly, you'll die. But we're gonna just look at this left-hand turn right here. Signaling, left-hand turn right into that one. This is great. And we're into this parking lot too. We're gonna just hand over hand as we turn, and we gently ease into that. That was a great turn, but also, shh, don't tell anyone. This is a buggy. We're gonna go a little off-roading right here. Hopefully I don't get thrown out. Boom! We're good. This is awesome. Oh, here, look, there's one of those angry guys I was talking about right now. So this is a super battle droid, Droidica. Well, I guess this might work. I'm going to turn this way. Turn the lightsaber on. Come on, Droidica. Do it. I hit a tree. That's not good. We're going to have to throw it in reverse. I said not park. Reverse. Turn the wheel so we're straight. Throw it back into drive. Yep, that's what you got to do. This is real life driving. Go ahead, do it. Oh, you dodged it, you piece of garbage. All right, so if someone dodges you, you're going to bust out the Wesker blaster instead, like this guy. And then remember I said I was going to teach you to do drive-bys? You piece of... Oh, yeah, I hit up. Okay, we're going to hop out. Real quick. Where are you? Where's your friends? Whoa, okay. Hang on. I'm not ready for this. Just... Nope. Okay, all right, we're good. This is just a normal day driving. There's a playground right there. Droid attacks happen literally every day when you're an adult driving. They're just droids upon droids. Now I see another one up ahead, and he's got a rotary blaster. That's gonna hurt. So we need to get back in our vehicle and escape. Oh, he's coming. Turn this on. Oh, deflect. Oh my God. No. Okay, this is where insurance comes in now. He shot the shit out of my vehicle. So we're gonna get out. We're gonna go up to him and try to exchange insurance information because you don't want them to skimp out on you, dude. If they hit you, they're gonna try and skimp out if they don't have insurance. You don't want that to happen. So make sure you get what you deserve. And if you don't, make sure they get what they deserve. Now, sometimes you can find yourself in a blizzard, a snowstorm on a distant planet, and you've parked all the way over there and you forgot what was going on. You brought the wrong car or something. So here we're going to go. We're going to use this one. It has a mounted gun because they normally do. Now, the mounted gun is you have two things. You have your steering wheel. You have your little, clutch right here, what you're going to do, or not. Well, ignore what I said about clutch. You still have the gear shifter right here, but more importantly, you got this turret. Now, this turret is very... Who was that? Did you hear something? I could have sworn I heard something. This turret is very important because this is like your signal. You're going to be like, I'm going to turn this way. I'm going to shoot as many bullets in that direction as possible to let everyone know that's where you're going. This is stuck. This is legit stuck. We're going to need another one of those. It's stuck. I literally got to walk all the way the hell over here to get a new vehicle. That's crazy. Hopefully this one doesn't get stuck. Okay, we're good. Oh boy, Jesus. Okay, sometimes the Empire comes after you. That's another thing I forgot to mention. But if they do, just bust out your lightsaber, deflect some of those. You'll be fine. All right, we are back in the saddle. So I'll put that in drive. And is it stuck because of the snow? That is... No. All right, oh my God. He's shooting at us. Let's get out. Sometimes you're going to have to use your vehicle as cover, which it does happen. You live in Detroit or Chicago, it just kind of is what it is. And then you're going to want to return fire. We missed. It does happen. We're firing a slower firing and in phase blaster. I feel like I hit him. Dude, do not do this. Okay. Oh, he has a jump pack. What the actual fuck? I wasn't expecting that one. All right. Hold on. Son of a... Dude, do not... How did this get this crazy? He just dodged it. Like he flinch dodged. That... All right, how about flinch dodge this next one, dude? Uh-huh. Yep. Jump. Son of a... Okay, enough of this. I am blade and sorceries, man. So I'm going to do that. Oh. Without even looking, I just deflected it and killed him. All right, well, I'm screwed now. My car doesn't work. It broke down. The engine's too cold, stuck in the snow, didn't bring a shovel. Make sure you bring a shovel if you live in like Minnesota or those winter zones because you will legit fuck yourself. So, okay, thank God this isn't real life. Can we cut to the end so I don't freeze to death? Well, my friends, that is it for this Hellsplit Arena video. I hope you, David, had a great time. And if you did, why not subscribe? It's literally free to do so. Hit the big subscribe button down below. Hit the like button to let me know you liked it. Even if you dislike it, no one else can see except me, so you only hurt my feelings personally. Also, leave a comment. I read every single comment. They're fun to do, so leave a comment right now. Did you get a response? Maybe. You maybe did. But other than that, thank you guys so much for stopping by. Remember, it's free to subscribe. I'm Drifter from Downloadable Content. You're probably sitting there eating the Pop-Tart, and I'll see you next time.